Hi everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to be going over how to create a moving Bitmoji banner. This is one of the most asked questions that I got when I showed everybody my site, so I'm going to just go over a tutorial on how to do this, and then on my website I will also link some of the materials that have been shared with me to help you create your own banner. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to create a new presentation in Google Slides. You could also do this in PowerPoint, and I will show you how I do use PowerPoint at the end just to make a crisper image, but you do not need to do that. You're going to want to change your page setup to custom, and we're going to change it to pixels and 600 by 200. And that's just going to make it so that it fits in the area that you want it to fit in. The next thing you're going to want to do is get a background. Now you could definitely Google or insert a background of your choosing. I will be linking these as well. These are some templates that are shared in the group Bitmoji Craze for Educators on Facebook, and you can choose any of these. You can see that there are so many different ones that you can choose from, like beaches, and there's different classrooms, different setups that you can choose to use for your background, whichever one works for you. And then you'll see that once I start putting stuff in, that you can get rid of the other teacher's things, or the person who created it. You'll get rid of their Bitmoji. So let's see, I just want to make sure that all of this can be deleted. Let's go with this one. So I'm just going to copy this by hitting Command C, and I'm going to go over into my presentation and hit Command B. I'm going to keep the original styles, and now I'm just going to start deleting the other teachers' things just because I want to make I like the rug though, so I'm going to leave that. Okay, I'm going to start on this slide. Now I need to get some more things in here for my classroom. So I'm going to go into this other one, which I will also link, because you can do this for full-size slides too. You don't want to do it as a full-sized slide for your header though. And I'm going to insert a teacher desk. It's going to be way too big because it was on that full-sized one, and I'm just going to kind of pull this over here, put it where I want it. There we go, that looks good. And I'm going to go ahead and grab, let's see, what else do I want to put in your classroom? You can, there are just like so many different options that you can put in. I used this bookshelf in mine, and again, it just makes it super big. I'm going to do just a very kind of sparse one just so that I can get through the tutorial. And I want this bookshelf to kind of look like it's behind my desk, so I'm going to send that to the back, like so. I need a whiteboard in there. Let's go with a smart board. Put that in there. And then you guys, you can literally add so many different things in. Let's go with a horseshoe table. I'm just kind of shrinking things and moving them in. There we go. So it's a very sparse classroom. You could add so many other things in there. But then you need to get your Bitmoji. So you need the Bitmoji app or extension. And all you're going to do to find a Bitmoji that's kind of standing is type in pose. And I'm going to go ahead and use one of these. You know what? Actually, let me go ahead and put in a couple chairs first, because I like to move my person kind of throughout the room. And one of the things I like to do is put them in a chair. So I just need a kind of forward-facing chair. Here we go. Let's go with this gray one. And I want this to be behind the table, so I'm going to go ahead and send it to the back. Oh, now my table's looking pretty dinky, huh? Shrink it up. There we go. So now it looks like that is behind it. And then I also need some kid stools, right? See, this is like a rabbit hole. As soon as you start adding things in, you're going to be like, ooh, I need to add this. Ooh, I need to add that. And if the slides don't have what you're looking for, then you can always just Google them and look for things with transparent backgrounds. So I'm just going to go ahead and insert a couple of wobble stools around this table. And if they're off, that's okay. That just means the bottom is going to be kind of missing from my slide, which I don't mind. And you're doing this all on one main slide first. I'm just going to go ahead and grab 2 more chairs so I can move my Bitmoji throughout the scene, because that's what makes it look like they are moving. And we'll put this comfy looking, actually we'll go with this one, this teacher chair. And you can turn things by right-clicking on them, rotating, flip, and I want it to look like it's going this way because it's going to go behind this desk. And you know what? I think I'm going to make this desk a little bit bigger, and I'm going to have some of it kind of hanging off. I'm going to send this backward just a couple of times so it's behind my desk. There we go. All right, so that's what we're working with. I don't think there was anything else I wanted to put in. There was the read sign, but I don't remember if it was from this tutorial or this page. Oh, there it is. Seeing you can grab things off of other people's. There we go. And then if you want to put anything on your board, you just do that by adding a text box. So I just put like welcome to 5th grade ELA. You can make it say whatever you want it to say. You can change the font to be whatever you want it to be, whatever size you want it to be. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and insert the Bitmoji. So I'm going to go and I'm going to look for, I like this one with me pointing. All you do is right click it and copy. Go down into your scene and insert it. I kind of want to start by pointing at the read sign. All right, so that's my first slide. Now, when I move my Bitmoji, I need a new slide. So I'm going to click over here, hit Control-C-V. See, I made a new slide. I'm going to go ahead and insert another Bitmoji, and I want kind of a running one. But maybe it might be under pose to show me kind of moving across the screen. Don't remember. Might have been walk. There we go. And I'm going to copy that. And the only reason why I'm keeping this Bitmoji in here is so that I can resize this one to be about that same size. So those are about the same size. So then I'm going to delete this one. And you're going to see I'm kind of moving over to that chair. If I wanted to, I could even go like this, copy and paste it, and move it again. It's kind of like those flip books that we used to make when we were kids. And now I know I want me sitting in the chair. So I'm going to go ahead over here. I'm going to type in sit. There is sitting. Oops. Gotta copy it. Copy image. Control V. Way too big, right? So I'm going to bring me over. Here I am sitting. And then in my next slide, I might be standing, kind of pointing again, I think, at the 5th grade ELA. So let's find another pose one. Or let's do this one. Like, hi, look at me. Here I am, your teacher. I keep forgetting to hit copy. And I want to be behind the chair, so I'm just going to hit Command and the down arrow. There we go. So that I'm now behind the chair. Oh, a little bit bigger. And then for my last one, I'm going to make me sitting. So I'm just going to grab the sitting one again. This time, I'm going to be sitting in this chair. So I need to hit this until it puts me, there we go, kind of behind the desk. And that's it. That's the first step, okay? You make these, and then if you go through it, you're going to see this is what it, oops, there's a blank one. You're going to see that this is what it will look like, okay? Now, what I like to do, just because I like it to be a very crisp image, is I download it as PowerPoint. And I do this just because PowerPoint can save at a higher resolution, I found, than slides. I'm going to go ahead and open this PowerPoint. And there it is, right? It's those same slides I just worked on. The next step is just going to be to export these. And I'm going to export them as PNGs. And it's going to save every slide. Look at how high that resolution is going to be. I'm going to go ahead and save it onto my desktop, and I'm just going to save it as tutorial. This is the most tedious part, okay? Making your slides is the most tedious. Now we go on to how to make it into a GIF. I like to use the site gifmaker.me. You're going to click Upload Images, and we're going to go ahead and find that folder, and I'm just going to choose all those images. And you're going to see that it's going to upload them all onto the site, and we'll just give it a minute. And when it is finished uploading, you can, if it like uploads in a weird order, which sometimes it will do, you can move things around to make sure that it is in the correct order for you. And you can see, so it started with that. I'm running, sitting, standing, sitting. And you're going to see it kind of creating over here. Now, animation speed, if you move it down, it's going to go fast. Okay? See it up there? If you move it a little bit higher, it's going to go a little bit slower. It all depends on what speed you want it to go. So I'm just going to put it at like 650, I think. And then you're going to click Create. You're going to give it a moment and then download the GIF. And see it's downloading right there. Now let me go back in, and I'm going to go into my site, my tutorial one, and I'm going to show you how to insert it. So in previous tutorials, I've talked about how to set up your site, and I had said in the very first one that this was just there for a minute, right? I'm going to go ahead and delete that because I don't like it. Then I'm going to click Change Image, and I'm going to upload. Now I'm going to choose from the downloads, it's that web.net thing. So wherever your downloads go, whether you have them set to go to your desktop, whatever, you just want to find that GIF that we just made. There it is. You're going to go ahead and click open, and you see it's loading up. It's adjusting for readability. We're going to fix that in a minute. See how I made it lighter? Unlike Google Classroom where you can't change it, you can change it in Sites. So you're just going to click that and it's going to take it off. And then your Bitmoji moving banner is there. So I hope that helped. I know it was kind of a longer tutorial because I wanted to show you step by step. I will on my website share the links to these templates that I used so that you can use them within your moving Bitmoji banner. I would love it if you sent me links, if you want to put them in the question box on the page. Send me links to check out your banners. I cannot wait to see what you guys come up with.